Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Nah. It's your boy, PERANDOR, Pandora, Paradox, Pentagon. Like the video, bro. Come on. Yo, what up, boys? So a lot of people ask me how I make and edit my montages, so I decided to make a video about it to try and help some of you guys out. To be honest, I'm not that great of an editor and my clips aren't that cracked, but I feel like I can give you guys some advice and help you guys out a little bit. A lot of this stuff is going to be on like the basic side of things, so in case you guys want some specific stuff, maybe I'll make more videos about this depending on how this one does. Now, before I get into it, I just wanted to say there aren't any set rules when it comes to making Fortnite montages. You can make whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Doesn't matter if you don't have the best recording or editing software. It really doesn't matter. Even if you have zero skills when it comes to editing, it does not matter. Even if you're stuck in Division 2 in Arena, it doesn't matter. Just try to have fun with what you're making. You could be clipping on literal chickens in the game. Like, it doesn't matter. If you're having fun with it, then do it. If you get hate, then just block them or let me know, bro, and I'll handle that. What you obviously need first is some gameplay, but to get gameplay, you need a recording software. If you're on console, I don't know what your best options are. Probably something you gotta buy for like $200. I know consoles have like a built-in recording thing, but the quality is kind of cheeks, I'm not gonna lie. But if you're just trying to like have fun, make a montage for fun, like it really doesn't matter. If you're on PC, I think the best recording software has gotta be Shadowplay, but you need a specific graphics card to be able to use that, or OBS. Shadowplay is super good and the easiest thing to set up ever. I'm really not kidding. All you do is set, high quality, 60 FPS, done, you're good. OBS is way more complicated, but it still works. As long as your software doesn't gotta be any of those two, it could be something else. As long as it can record in 60 FPS and 1080p HD, then you're good. Anything under that is kinda bad. Also, by the way, if you can't record for whatever reason or you just don't want to, I got you guys. I post Fortnite clip hacks, which are basically Fortnite clips you guys can use in your montages, your videos. I'm gonna leave a link in the description to that, check that out. If you wanna see my recording settings, I'm going to have timestamps in the description, and you can see it on the little time bar on the video itself. I'm going to put the video of me going through all my OBS and Shadowplay settings later in the video. When it comes to the clips, just use what you think looks cool. Who cares what everyone else is doing? To be honest, no matter what you do, someone's going to complain. A lot of my clips come from pubs because I don't really sweat on this game every day, and I usually play with non-tryhard friends, so I don't play Arena a lot. But I always get comments like, ew, oh my god, these clips don't count because it's from pubs. Like, bro, go touch some grass. I'm sorry I'm not hitting banger clips in World Cup qualifiers versus Mongrel and Benji Fishy at the same time. Not everyone's Mongrel, bro. I hate to break it to everyone, but almost all of your favorite trick shotters are hitting on bots, and your favorite creative players are clipping on bots. Put whatever you want in your montage. It's literally your montages. When it comes to music, just use whatever song you want, to be honest. A lot of people use algorithm songs, which I guess are just popular songs that when you use them, you get more views on your video. But to be honest, I've tried that plenty of times. It never worked out for me. Maybe I'm just unlucky. I don't know. Also, download the song some way. Don't record it with your phone and then put your mic to your phone speaker and have the song playing to get it that way. Like, I don't know, bro. Some people be literally doing that. I don't know what's up with some of you guys, but I've seen that like 200 times. I'm not kidding. I do reaction streams on this channel where I watch your edits, your montages on stream, and I'm like literally 200 people at least have done that. Make sure the sound quality is good, bro. Don't do that. So when it comes to an actual editing program, there are a lot to choose from. You got Sony Vegas, Adobe After Effects, Premiere Pro. Those are the three big ones that I know of and that are actually really good. Unfortunately, they cost money, but I heard that you can get it for free. I don't know if that's true. You might want to YouTube search how to get it for free. I don't know if it works. You might want to search how to YouTube getting Sony Vegas Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere Pro for free. I heard it might work. I don't really know if it works. I bought it. I paid every single cent, but you might want to check that out. I don't know. Luckily for you though, there are other ones that are free and I heard they're actually really good. I've never really tried them, but I heard DaVinci's good. Probably not Filmora. Only thing really, I guess, when it comes to an actual editing program, make sure there's not a giant watermark just slapped on your forehead, bro. Don't use anything like that. Don't use something that has a giant Filmora watermark on your forehead. There are plenty of other options, bro. I stick with Sony Vegas Pro because that's what I've been using for the last like 10 years, and I'm too dumb to learn other editing programs. Trust me, bro, no matter how good you are at editing, no matter how great your video is, you could be the best video editor of all time, the best montage maker. If there's a giant watermark in the middle of your screen, it literally doesn't matter. And I'm not even gonna say, oh, if just do it for fun if you want to. Like, no, don't even do that, bro. Literally don't even do that because there are other options out there. You just get that for free and you won't have a watermark. It's a million times better. Makes your video not look dumb. So now I'm going to go through my OBS and Shadowplay settings. Then I'm going to go through on how I edit my videos. So we're going to start with Shadowplay. That is the easiest thing you could ever set up. I promise it will be the easiest thing you set up in your entire life. I'm probably going to put the download link in the description. You might already have it depending on what your computer is though. It's that NVIDIA GeForce app where you update your graphics drivers and all that. It's like a program within that called Shadowplay. You might need to go on that NVIDIA GeForce program and turn this on. It's just like a little switch. Once you have that on, I think the default hotkey for everyone is Alt-Z. Just press that. This is how you're going to want it to look. You want instant replay on. It is not recording. It has nothing to do with recording. You want instant replay on. That's what I use. Unless you want to record like long gameplays, then like, yeah, you'll use record, I guess. But if you just want to hit clips and you want to just save the clip, boom, instant replay, it will make your life a million times easier. Trust me. Don't turn this on yet because I don't think you can change the settings when you have this on. Go to the little settings thing right here. Go to keyboard shortcuts, scroll down a little bit, go to where it says record. Save the last minute recorded. Set this to any hotkey you feel comfy with. It really doesn't matter which one it is. I do F1, that is the easiest one for me. Basically, if you have like instant replay on, and you hit a clip on Fortnite or basically anything, because Shadowplay is kind of always on, and you press F1, it will literally save the last minute that happened. So you hit a crazy trick shot, wait a little bit, press F1. I would also advise waiting a little bit because don't clip it too early. You might want to wait a little bit so when you edit it, it won't be awkward. You do not want it to look like this. You want it to drag on a little bit so the clip doesn't look awkward like that.
Nice.
That is how you want it. That is when you press your hotkey. So go back, go down to video capture. Set this up to 1080p HD, 60 FPS, 50 bitrate. These are probably just like the best regular settings you could use. It's not too crazy, it's not too low. These are just like perfect settings. You probably wouldn't want to go 1440p unless your computer can really handle it. You really care that much. It is definitely not necessary at all. You may also need to fix some things in the little recordings tab. That's basically where your clips are going to be sent to, like what folder. Pretty easy stuff. Just set it to like whatever you want. And yeah, instant replay on. Make sure this is on. By the way, if you're on Fortnite and you like buy a skin while this is on, apparently this will turn off and it will stay off until you manually turn it on again. I didn't know that. I played like 5 hours of Fortnite while this wasn't recording and I thought it was, and hit mad clips and I basically didn't save it. RIP. But yeah, that is literally it. Now you have Shadowplay. You're a legend. You're a god. That is it. You don't have to set anything else up. That's done. So now we go to OBS. This little preview is going to be very annoying, so I am going to disable it. So setting up OBS isn't actually that hard, but I feel like the settings and all that are different for everybody because I've watched over like 50 OBS settings videos and like most of them didn't look good on my PC. I don't know what it is, but the ones I have now work for me. So basically go over here to scenes, right click, add, name it Fortnite, name it whatever you want. These long socks, does not matter. I am not going to do it right now because it's going to hide what I'm actually showing you on my screen. It's basically this one, but I'm not going to click that one because you wouldn't be able to see anything on my screen right now. Click on the Fortnite thing, go to sources, right click over here now, add game capture. So now with that game capture, right click on it and do properties. So now you're going to be here. It's going to say capture any full screen application. Click that, do capture specific window. Then it's going to have like a thing to pick a window, but I am not on Fortnite right now, so it's not going to be here. You have to have Fortnite open for this. Once you set it up the first time, you don't ever actually have to do that again, so that's cool. But I'm just going to click Vegas Pro, I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to click Fortnite because it is not here. I feel like opening it up while I'm recording, I'm going to lag. So I'm just going to delete that because I already have that over here. As I said, I can't really show you because it's going to just ruin the recording. But now you have a scene. And you should have Fortnite right here. That's basically all you need. That's the basic thing. Now go over to settings. Set this to dark theme because come on, bro. If you're using light mode on any app right now, I don't know what to tell you. These are all my settings. I don't think any of these actually matter. If you go to stream, this does not really matter if you just want to record clips. I mean, if you want to stream, this is where you put your stream key. If you stream on Twitch or YouTube, you have like a key in your settings. You need to copy and paste it right here. That's how you stream to that account. Again, these are streaming settings. I probably wouldn't copy these because I don't really stream gameplay like that. If I do, it looks really choppy because my internet sucks. Go over to recording. These are my exact settings. As I said before, these might not really work for you, but you can just try them or mess around with them. Watch like another OBS settings guide. They might work for you. I've watched like over 50. I am not capping. These are the best ones that work for me. You don't actually need to copy the audio tracks, then you can just leave it to 1. I have it for 2 because I do this thing where I record 1 audio track that has the gameplay and 1 audio track that has my mic, just in case like I need to remove my mic from the gameplay for like a montage or something. I can do that. If you need a video tutorial for that, I got you. I'm probably not going to do it now. Go over to audio. You could probably leave all of these on default. Really does not matter. Now this is like the really important thing you got to set up. Like, you could record the regular way where you just hit record and it saves like everything you do ever. Or you could be an ultra Chad, turn on replay buffer, enable it by the way right here. It's basically instant replay from Shadowplay. So it's always recording when you have it on. It's always recording, but it doesn't save everything. If you ever hit a clip or if you want something that you want to save, click your hotkey that you're going to set up later. Boom, it saves the last minute or whatever you put. I put 50 seconds, doesn't really matter. 1 minute, 50 seconds, 20 seconds, 5 seconds, does not matter. These are my audio settings. They probably don't really matter. Just set up your headset right here, your mic right there. That's it. These are my video settings. Now go to hotkeys. This is important too. You need to set up this hotkey for instant replay. Go all the way to replay buffer, save replay, set it to F1 or whatever you want. That's the button you press. You press that button, saves the last minute, saves your clip. All this other stuff really does not matter. These are my advanced settings. Not too much that really matters here. Probably looks the same as yours. That is basically it. Also, don't click start recording. It should say start recording here, but I am recording, so it's telling me to stop recording. That's not what you use if you want to use instant replay. You do this right here, start replay buffer. This is what you're gonna always press. You basically always want this on when you're playing a game, especially if you're recording for clips. If you just want to do like a straight up gameplay, you want to record like a 20-minute game, yeah, you're gonna use like just regular recording. But yeah, if you don't want like 30 hours of footage to look through just like to find like a couple of clips, don't use recording. Just use replay buffer, aka instant replay. I would also advise just using Shadowplay. It's a lot easier, as you can tell. With OBS, you might want to tweak some settings around because it might just not work for you. So I use Sony Vegas Pro 15. If you use something else, you can still see how I do things and try to translate it over, because I'm not really doing anything too crazy. I'm just doing like the basic stuff. It doesn't really have much to do with the program as it does like actually just making a montage. But also, as I said before, I'm not that great of an editor. I don't really call myself an editor. I don't really know too many things. I just do basic stuff. So I'll just show you guys how I do stuff, because you guys asked me how I do stuff. Alright, so now we're in Sony Vegas. I don't really have anything planned, but I'm just going to do what I normally do. One of the few things I can think of is this project video properties right here. I don't know what your settings are, just copy these. Some advice I have is 1080p videos kind of look bad on YouTube. They just look bad. They look good if you just watch them on your computer, but when you upload it on YouTube, like, they lose so much quality and they look pretty cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. Also, start all new projects with these settings. Tick that, apply, okay, boom, you got that. Alright, so I'm going to put these 3 clips in here. I'm not going to do a full montage because that would take way too long. I'm just going to edit 3 clips, I guess. I'm going to drag them in here. Ignore these other audio tracks because they're kind of just nothing. Some of them have my mic in it, some of them don't. It's actually very useful. If you guys want a video on how to do that, I got you guys. Because sometimes you don't want to have your mic in the clip or in the montage. Sometimes you do, maybe. When you put everything in there, highlight the video. Right click, switches, disable resample. Or as I said, I'm not like the god editor or something, so I'm just going to show you what I do. So I'm going to find a part of the song where I can actually sync a shot, which is right here. Right there. That's when the song like really starts. That's when you sync a nice little one pump or something like that, a little trick shot, something. So I'm going to mark that with Sony Vegas. You just press M. And notice how like before this, the song hasn't really started. It's like the intro of the song. So you shouldn't have like a million like one pumps here, some crazy clips. Like, nothing's really happening. This is just the intro. Here you can just put text, be like, oh, PERANDOR presents or whatever your name is. So now I'm going to go to whatever clip I really want to start the video off with. So I'm going to go to where I hit the shot. Right here. I'm pressing the arrow keys right now so you get like the exact frame. So that's when I hit this dude. That's kind of where I want to sync it. I don't know if you guys hear those sirens outside. I did nothing wrong, trust me. So this is kind of where I want it to sync up with the song. So I'm gonna split it there. I'm just going to split it. Delete that part so it just starts right there. That way you can easily just drag it over here, put it at the marker. Now it's synced. And then you kind of just drag this back. You don't move it back, but you drag it back. That way everything you deleted is basically there still. See, nothing's really happening in the clip right now, just me setting up. And then it syncs with the song. Like, that's how you do it. It's actually not that hard. It's really simple. But to make the intro a little more intro-like, I like to do this. I like to drag the top left corner, and then it fades in. It's just like dark, fades back, fades into the clip. There you go. Nice little thing. If you really want, you could add text. Just make another video track. Right click, insert text media. This on Sony Vegas, I don't know if it's just me. This is the laggiest thing in the world, and I hate this. But I'm just gonna put like, yo, it's your boy. Boom. You could edit this text any way you want for any fonts, scaling, text color, does not matter. Do whatever you want. Mess around with that. Also make this a little smaller because that would be kind of annoying if that was on your screen the whole time. Make that fade in too because it looks cooler. Look, text comes in. Yo, it's your boy. Sync. And it's sync. That's good. You got an intro right there. That's easy, bro. And if you really want to, you can add effects to this. Personally, I feel like almost no effects are better than a lot of bad effects. Some people put in so many effects and it just looks really bad. Sometimes if it was just nothing, it was just like clean gameplay, it would look better. But I feel like you just got to find like the right mix, you know? Alright, so you can add effects on this clip right now, but I usually like to wait until I put in all the other clips and then I go back and add effects and stuff. So I'm going to find the next part where I can sync. Alright, it was right here. You can hear that. You can hear a little. Let me turn this up a little bit. I don't know how much you guys can hear this, but you hear that bump, bump, bump. Like that's where you sync it, bro. Some people just don't be syncing. I feel like that's the best part of a montage. You gotta make it sync. What's the point of adding music if you're not gonna make it sync? You might as well just show me raw gameplay, bro. As you can see, this clip is kind of too long, so you won't see like the context of the next clip shot. So I'm gonna drag this down a little bit. So now I'm gonna take the second clip. I have no idea what this is. Might be a trash clip, but who cares? Not bad, little one pump, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna keep going right. What I like to do is, especially with pump shots, split it right where you see like the dude's shield being taken off, or like the little hit markers on your little crosshairs. Like that's where I like to split it. Then again, drag this all the way back. Right there, and then drag it over here. Overlap this because it does like a little cool transition. Let me see. It does like a nice little transition. It doesn't just like turn into the other clip, just boom, boom. Like it doesn't do that. Yeah, so it syncs right there. Not bad, not bad. Right there, it syncs again. Right there, you can sync, I should say. Another one pump, so let me go right here. That's where I hit this dude. Dude, shield gets taken off. That's where I like to do it. I don't know. You could do him actually being dead or the shot itself. You could split it, but I kind of like doing it right there. That's just me though. Again, put it over there, overlap it. Like, it just looks clean. It just looks clean. I'm not gonna make a full montage again, as I said, but again, highlight everything. Insert, remove envelope. Click velocity. Velocity is low-key mad sick. I went like 10 years without using this, and I just started my last couple of montages. It looks so good. What velocity is, it's basically like a better slow-mo, better way to like speed things up, because it actually like gradually does it. The normal way in Sony Vegas, like it doesn't do that. I'm not even gonna bother showing you because like that normal slow-mo is like pretty ass. Alright, so now with velocity, I'm gonna show you this method that someone showed me. It kind of works for like almost every clip. I don't know, so I just kind of use it every time. But go to where you hit that actual shot, scroll all the way in so you're like zoomed in, add a point right there, right where you hit that shot, and then with your left arrow key, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know if 13 is the only number you can do. It's probably not. You could go like 9 to the left, 15 to the left. It really doesn't matter. But I feel like 13 is like a good number. That's like what I saw. That's what I use all the time. And then do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Add point. Now go back to the normal. Go back to like the first sync we did. 1, 2. Just do 2. All right, now starting all the way from the left, all right? It doesn't really matter which order you like put the dots in, but now starting all the way from the left, leave this normal, go over to the second one, set it to 40%, 40% forward velocity. Set this third one, which is like the regular sync shot, set it to 300. You could probably do 200, 300 looks a little cooler for me. Now set the fourth one to 50%. So basically now I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. It just looks way better, bro. I don't know the math, I don't know the science to it, but it looks way better, bro. Basically what you're doing is it looks normal right here, it's normal, then it starts slowing down, then it speeds up like crazy, then it slow-mos. There's just like a little slow-mo, speed up, little bar, bro. Again, you can mess around with it. It doesn't have to be this exact thing. You can mess around with the numbers. You can mess around where it's at. You can do it for like other parts of the clip to make it like, but I usually just stick with like the shot itself. But it just looks way more clean this way. Now we could go back and put it on the other clips too, basically right now. I'm zooming in, add point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2. There you go. Again, this is 0. This is 40. That is 300. And this is 50. It just looks way more cleaner, bro. Personally, for me, even if my clip is complete garbage, with velocity, I can make it look way better than it actually is, which comes in clutch. Also, if you don't like how slow it goes, if it like drags on a little bit and it's really slow, you can add another point right here. You can add another point like basically anywhere over here, and then set it back to normal, and it'll go back to normal speed. Like, bro, it just looks way better. I don't know, man. It's just way smoother and flows better. Like, that's just dope. That's just dope. Okay. Alright, so now we can get to actually using effects and all that. I don't really use too many effects. I use like just a simple 2 or 3, and I have them as presets, so it's very easy for me to just like put them on. But if you guys want like a bigger tutorial on effects and all that, you might be able to just find like someone else's video, or if you really want, just comment below. I'll try to help you guys out. So video effects, there's a whole list of video effects, bro. There's so many video effects. A lot of them are kind of cheeks, they don't really help you out anyway. Alright, so this is what I do though. I go to where I sync the shot again, I split it, I press S, I split it right there. I click this little effects thing. Now it lags a little bit. We're still waiting, there we go. Alright, so these are my presets. I have a couple saved, so the one I always use is this PERANDOR 99 one. Don't know why it's called that. I click add, okay. Alright, so it is basically S shake, S raise, brightness and contrast. I don't really want to get too much into like how I do these. These are things that someone else can better explain. Okay, so this is future PERANDOR. I was editing this video and I realized this is kind of scummy, but I wasn't even going to show you guys how to add like any effects at all because like I said, I'm not really an editor and it's really hard for me to explain all that stuff. I barely know what the hell I'm doing anyway. But I'm going to show you just a little bit. Right here we got the shot that we want synced. Boom. I mean, it's already synced, but that's where I'm going to add the effect. So right here I got a clip that I edited real quick. I synced it up, did not add an effect to it just so I could show you guys what I would do. But as I say in the video, I have presets. I just put on a preset. It's really easy. You could probably find like YouTube packs. You could probably go on YouTube, search up like editing packs, find mad presets. Way easier than making your own effects. And they already look good. You don't have to go through the trouble of trying to make your effect look good because the presets already look good. They're done by like professional editors and all that. Just to show you like a little basic regular thing, I guess. I'm just going to use brightness and contrast. Just going to make it really bright when the shot hits and then have it like fade out. Take the brightness effect, any of them, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna drag it on the clip. You're gonna hit this little animate thing. So right here you can see the little bar. Let me make this bigger. This is the little time bar. Right now it's 0. The brightness is also a 0, so the effect is kind of doing nothing right now. So basically what I want to do is like click down here where you're at, the little 0. What I want to do is maybe go like 1 or 2 to the right. Drag the brightness up to like a lot, like I don't know, maybe like 300 maybe. You can test it out, test whatever you feel like. And then over, like click somewhere over here, maybe all the way at the end or just like over here or something. You can set this back up to 0, just straight up 0. It starts at 0, and then when the shot hits or whatever, boom, it's really bright, and then it's gonna fade away back to 0. So let's check out how it looks. So you see it gets really bright there, but then it just starts fading out. It goes back to normal. That's basically just like a quick little meh effect, nothing crazy. I don't really use it myself. I have presets like I said, but future PERANDOR out. Let's get back into the video. Alright, so I put the preset on all 3 of my shots. Right here, you could also add like some build up to this. Alright, usually it's kind of easier to figure out where you should start doing the build up. This song doesn't really have something like that, so I'm just going to pick like a random spot, which is right here. Doesn't really matter. Let's split that there. Gonna add my other preset, which just kind of makes the screen darker over time. And then when the shot hits, it's gonna stop. And you know, I already added the preset for the shot, and it's gonna be all crazy. But this kind of makes it look a little better. So I got PERANDOR Dark, creative title, I know. Okay, so let me show you guys how it looks right now. Yeah, right here where he says that's where we're gonna do it. It's like right here, bro. So I'm gonna split it right there. I'm gonna add that same thing. Might also add my 3rd effect. You know, big PERANDOR with big effects. These are kind of my only 3 things that I do. But add dark. I just started using crop like the other day. I kind of like it, bro. Add crop on the same clip. And then we gotta animate it. Just the wide crop though. See, if you add black bars are good. Black bars always look clean, bro. Animate it. This is kind of glitchy on Vegas, but kind of how I like to do it is I go down the middle, add another point right there, double click. Leave it normal though, and then go all the way to the end and drag this down. It even tells you like where the black bars are gonna be. Usually in Sony Vegas it doesn't do that, but in this one it does, so it's good. Add it like there. Add it really wherever you want. Doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't always look great the first time, so you can go back and fix it up, but let's just see how it looks. Okay, I mean, that kind of looked cheeks. I'm not gonna cap. It kind of looked cheeks. I'm not gonna cap, so I'm gonna go back into it. Maybe drag this one down a little bit. Maybe drag this even closer to the beginning. I kind of like it, bro. Also, you can't really hear too much of the audio. It looks better with game audio. So it's basically just these 3 clips right here. You can do this for later. Alright, now to add like an actual color correction to this. I feel like a lot of people, including myself, at least for like a long time, didn't realize you could do this way. I feel like a lot of people, when they add their color correction, they add it to each clip. So like this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. Like, that's annoying. You don't actually have to do it that way. All right, so all you actually really have to do is take whatever color correction you want to use, drag it onto the track. You can put it on the entire track. You don't have to put it on each clip like this. You just put it on the track, boom, it affects the entire thing. All I really like to do is I just bump up the saturation just a little bit. You could test it out, all these other things, doesn't really matter. Another thing I like to use is RSMB. RSMB actually looks really clean. It makes your clips look way smoother, gives them like motion blur and all that. But I like to drag that on too. These are the settings I use for that. Use GPU on. Blur amount 0.25. Sensitivity 60. And then I like to go to S sharpen. S sharpen's good. Again, these S ones, you got to download it from like someone else, bro, because I don't really have that. Drag it on there. It sharpens it a lot, but You just gotta turn this down a little bit to like whatever you like. Like, I just personally think it looks way cleaner with this. It makes the quality look way better, to be honest. Like, I don't know, bro. The quality just looks way better to me. You can also add flicker, but right now I'm not really gonna do it. There are a lot of other things you could add. You could just mess around. You could watch other video guides because, again, this is kind of like a main. This wasn't really like a how to edit the perfect montage or whatever. This is really just like the basics. So we're not going to add anything else. Just do this. Highlight the top. Go at the top right here. Highlight everything that you want to render out. Render as. All right, so now it's time to render. Just go on. If you don't already have like your own template or whatever, this is what I use. I go on Magix, AVC, click on any of the templates. It really doesn't matter. These are my settings. You can just copy them completely. Maybe I can make this bigger. No, I can't. But again, this is in 1440p, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to render than regular 1080p, but the quality is completely worth it, bro. I promise you. All right, by the way, 59.94 FPS, same thing as 60. It's the same thing. My audio might be on default, doesn't really matter. System, whatever. Project, set this to best. Video rendering quality, set that to best. Yeah, so that's basically it. So now I'm gonna render this. Now let it render and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright, so the last thing I guess is making a thumbnail. I use Photoshop. I'm sure you could do this with like any other photo editing program. It's really not that hard. You gotta make sure it's 1280 by 720. I don't think 1920 by 1080 works on YouTube. Don't know why. So basically, I'm not gonna show it right now because that would require me to go on Fortnite and then take off performance mode and then turn on replays and then go in a game and then go do all that. So if you don't want to use just like an in-game random thumbnail that YouTube is gonna generate for you, what I like to do is I go into replay mode on Fortnite, turn it on like free cam or something, pause it, and then go to my character and then just take a picture, bro. You straight up just screenshot that. So this is pretty much what I have. I just straight up went into replay mode and took this picture, bro. No blender, no 3D CGI modeling, nothing, bro. Straight up went into replay mode, took a screenshot. Like, it's not that hard, bro. If you really want, you could add some effects, whatever, some little color corrections, boom, just whatever, saturation, increase the saturation a little bit if you want. What I see a lot of people do for like highlights and stuff, they put like the emoji that they're gonna have in the title also in the thumbnail. So what I mean by that is, especially for like the rap star montages, they always have the star emoji in the title, and they usually have the star emoji in the thumbnail. Basically just go on Google, take the star emoji, take a picture of it, and then just paste it on here. It's really not that hard. It's gonna have, I mean, sometimes they have like these stupid backgrounds, but just take this little, what is this thing called? Magic wand tool. Click this. It'll select everything that's not the star. Layer via cut. Delete that layer. Boom, you got this now. You can mess around with this, whatever. People usually leave it like right there. That's basically like kind of it. I like to sometimes I like to do this. I take the little rectangle tool, put a rectangle right there, rectangle right here at the top. Boom. I like to do that sometimes. Right now it's like a pretty shitty color, but maybe make it like white, red, doesn't really matter. Let's make this red. Paste it on all the other ones. I don't know. For me, I feel like that adds a little more to it. Not really needed, doesn't really matter. You could also, a lot of people always, especially with like the random in-game thumbnail clips, like sometimes they like make it seem like it's random, but they actually go in Photoshop and make it look way better. They take the blur tool and then they just basically just start blurring everything that's like not the character. I don't know if there's like an easier way to do this. I don't know if they're selecting the character and like hiding it so you could easily blur everything out, but I don't feel like doing that. So just blur around the character, makes the character stand out a little bit more. Some parts are kind of hard against you, so you just make this smaller. It's working out. I feel like this is fine, bro. I feel like this is a pretty good thumbnail. I don't know what you guys are thinking. I think it's completely fine considering it took me like 3 minutes to make this. I feel like this is great, bro. So yeah, whatever. When you're done with that, save as. You can save it as a Photoshop PSD, but that you can't use that on YouTube. So go down to PNG, save it as a PNG, and that's it, bro.